Okay, so I'm finally recording. Yay. Yeah, I just needed to get rid of some storage problems that I had. But I'm finally recording. I'm finally making a YouTube video. I finally have the audio clip. I am so happy. Hi, everyone. My name is Adriana. I am a film student in SCAD in the Atlanta campus. And let me be the first one to tell you, do not move into SCAD House. I am an MFA student, I'm a graduate student, and the SCAD House has always been like advertised as the SCAD grad housing. So everybody who's supposed to be in that dorm is supposed to be upperclassmen. And I've had really horrible experiences living there. That if you are a graduate student and you are thinking of applying to SCAD and you are thinking of moving into SCAD House, here are just some basic things that they do not really tell you. First off, there's no parking. There's no parking for you to park your car. If you have a car, you'll have to park it in the 1600 building and walk from the 1600 building to SCAD House. If you are diabetic or things like that, I have a friend who's diabetic. There is only one vending machine in the building. It is the only SCAD dorm that doesn't have any sort of cafeteria. Cafeteria. Uh, anyways, it's the only building that doesn't have like food. There's a vending machine, but there's no real food there. Yeah, there's no. Also, this is also for the entire campus. I think everybody should be aware that in the entire Atlantis campus, there's no infirmary. There's no on ground nurse. There's also no generators. There was a winter storm recently in 20 in in January of this year, January of 2025, there was a winter storm. This is an email. We might experience a blackout, and there's no generators in any building. There was a one particular security guard who was very strict on when can you come in and when can you come out. And as part of SCAD policy, even though I am 21 and over, everybody who's supposed to be in that building is 21 and older because it's student housing, it's academic. You cannot have alcohol in any sort of way. Not only can you not have alcohol, you cannot show up drunk. So apart from me being a grad student, I am a film student. And as a film student, you work on a lot of film student sets that have a lot of crazy times. There was 2 instances where I come home from set and I come home at 5 a.m. after just being all night filmmaking. And there was another incident where I come home at midnight after all night filmmaking, right? And the guard says to me like, are you, like the guard, I tap my ID and I walk and I'm just tired. And the guard was like, are you drunk? Prove to me you're not drunk. And just like, I'm not drunk, I was just working and now I'm here. And that was so weird how the guard was just like, prove to me you're not drunk. Are you drunk? Because I arrived home at 5 a.m. Close to midnight. That was a very weird thing. If you are an international student, please do not come living in SCAD House. I have secondhand experiences. So a good friend of mine that I met living in SCAD House, she's Mexican. She has what? Mexican paper, Mexican passport, Mexican ID. She doesn't have an American license. She has her Mexican ID and her student ID. And her sister from Mexico came to visit her, and the guard, just because her sister does not have a student ID, she was just trying to get in the building and show the building around to her sister. The guard there was just like, you need to show some American paperwork. You can't, like, just, he basically did not let her come into the building because she didn't have an American driver's license or a student ID. And she had her passport with her, and still they didn't let her pass. There was also, I heard the story of, I have a friend who had a Chinese roommate, and her Chinese roommate speaks Mandarin. That's her first language, and she's just trying to get accustomed to speaking English. And even though the whole time in SCAD House, they advertise it like this is upperclassmen, everybody who is in this building is 21 and up. And there we had a community kitchen, and there was a dumb rule that you needed permission from your RAs, or not even RAs, you needed permission from the resident director to use the community kitchen. And what my friend tells me is that her Chinese roommate was cooking in the community kitchen, and the guard started yelling at her, like, you can't be here, this is not allowed, clean everything and go right now. I'm gonna have to call, like, literally to the extent of, like, I'm gonna call extended campus security if you don't get out of this kitchen right now. And my girl was just cooking her food. She wasn't doing anything. So we are all adults. We all know how to properly behave in a kitchen. Why you have to go through the extent of it? And just like my experience at SCAD, I'm still going to be enrolled in SCAD for one more year until I finish my thesis film. And my whole experience with SCAD it's very bureaucratic. It's very bureaucratic. And I'm saving the best for last story. The best for last story, I'm going to tell it right now. And I lost my wallet. So before coming to Atlanta, I spent 5 years. I spent 5 years at Emerson College in Boston. I spent 1 month in Barcelona. I have been so used to have my little purse with me, like a little wallet purse, where I kept my passport, my ID, my driver's license, my social security, my credit cards, my phone. I have been operating like that up until 6 years, and I have been in more situations where it is more beneficial for me to have all my personal belongings with me. The problem is when you lose that, you lose everything. In SCAD House, I go downstairs to do the laundry. Also, the laundry was so stupid and bureaucratic. Doing laundry was so unnecessarily complicated. I was doing laundry, and I went to the bathroom. And then I guess I didn't realize that my wallet was missing. And in my wallet, I had everything. So I was dumb me, me despisté. Despistar. ¿Cómo puedo traducir despistar? Like, I wasn't thinking. I left my hamper with half of my dirty clothes and my wallet in the hamper as I took a minute to go to the bathroom. I guess I went back and I didn't realize if the wallet was there or not, but that's the only place where I can think that I could have lost it or somebody stolen. And that quarter was one of the worst. Every quarter just gets more difficult and difficult as you're a graduate student at SCAD. That is my lived experience. And that quarter had its own problems with me having to redo my passport, redo my license, redo my security, my social security, just redo my medical card, my insurance, just stating all that paperwork that I lost. That I spoke to the guards. The guards were so unhelpful. I reported that my wallet was stolen. And I spoke to the guards. I sent I filled out a form to the Atlanta police station saying that my wallet was stolen. I talked to the resident assistant. I talked to the residence director, and I was never able to look at the security cameras. Yeah. So they have security cameras, but with emergencies like your wallet being stolen or you cannot find your wallet, stuff like that, they won't let you use it. The reason I got caught filming was because I apparently signed too many people in. Again, we're all 21 and over. But if you want to have guests, friends over, you need to write them down in the guard. And the guard has a piece of paperwork where everybody here. And I lived with a roommate, so I can only have 2 guests. And my roommate, who was my assistant director, she can only have 2 guests. And my gaffer and one of my grips. My gaffer and my grip also live in the building, and then they signed 2 people. And my actresses came, and so all of this that I'm telling you, it's not public knowledge, really. There is a meeting with the RA who tells you you can't have visitors of the opposite sex, you can't have alcohol or weed in your room, simple stuff like that. Call 911 is their emergency because there's no nurse on site. Stuff like that there is, but when it comes to filmmaking policies, I didn't know you were not allowed to film in your own room. And so my actress, oh yeah, we're just here because we're making a final short film for a school project. And the guard started oh, you can't have all this equipment. You can't be filming here. Again, I'm going to call for backup. I'm going to call for campus security if you actually go along filming here. And I was so scared because I don't know, they really weren't clear about the repercussions of me filming here, and I'm not from here, so where would I go if I'm kicked out of the student dorms, right? So I was just so scared, and I had my camera was locked, my lighting was locked. All I'm missing were my 2 actresses to shoot this, right? And I had everything already planned for them to come over and tell me you can't film here, do this somewhere else. I talked to my team. I'm okay, I guess we'll cancel. Also, we're students. We procrastinate. I should have done this set not the last week of school before finals we're doing, but that was the position I was in. I needed to film that weekend, and I had everything ready. So I was very what am I gonna do? Thankfully, my makeup artist who was helping me create the mermaid, she lived in another student housing that was really close by, and that one you can film. For some reason, SCAD House is the only one you can't film. So we pack everything, and I packed 12 girls. 12 girls just helps me pack and move to the 45 building. And it was crazy. It was a mess. I had my shot list planned for my room, I was thinking of like, okay, the depth of field of this and how, and like all my production design, everything, like how I did production design, put this here and this there, and how I cleaned the background, you know, like everything I did ready for it. I had to redo it for a room that I've never been to. And for the longest time, I was embarrassed about this short. It was a short that, a proof of concept of some mermaid things I would like to do in the future. And I was really sad how it turned out. My director of photography did the best she could. I love her to death. For the longest time, I was embarrassed about this short because of what happened and the mishap of like having to change location literally at the last second. But now a year has passed since that. I thankfully no longer live in SCAD House. So I'm ready to show you guys my short film, Stephanie's Roommate. Thank you.
This shocking scene is the aftermath of the cult's monthly ritual. The members of this cult follow the patron known as Holy Death. They are known for speaking in tongues and collecting animal corpses. Because of the type of rituals they practice, they have developed physical deformities. If you ever encounter a member, do not engage. Do not accept any invitation or offers.
Come in. Hi. Oh, watch your back.
Excuse me?
It's heavy, just watch your back.
Oh, okay, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Jamaris.
God, it's so nice to meet you, Yamari.
No, it's Jamaris.
Okay. So, like, where are you from, Yamari?
Well, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, but my mom's Dominican.
Oh, are you gonna like make your bed first?
No, I think the best part about moving in is the decorating. Oh, could you pass me the tape? It's in the pocket up front. Thanks. So, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Quincy.
You're from Quincy? Here in Mass? There's so many Puerto Ricans in Massachusetts, but that's just why I hear from my distant cousins.
Fun! Yeah, but I lived in downtown Boston for a while, and I studied marketing and graphic design.
Graphic design? I'm also a graphic design major. Oh my god, what classes are you taking? Oh, sorry. 1 minute. ¿Qué es que hay, hermana? Sorry, I have to go. No, estamos bien. Are you gonna dry your hair?
This is so cutie. Yeah, it's just a lot of colors. Just like.
Thanks, I wanted it to feel homey.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god. What is that?
Oh, that's just a carnival mask that my dad gave me. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Anyways, do you want to go get dinner?
I'm full. But the dining hall doesn't close until 9, so you're like more than welcome to go just like scrounge around.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Good luck with the whatever that is. How long does it take to shower? Ugh!
Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
Do you want some coffee?
I'm so okay.
I'm going to the grocery store since there's not a lot of food options here. I was wondering if you wanted to come with me.
That's so sweet. I can't. I actually promised my friend that we would go to the gym later, so.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to get you anything?
No, thank you. Who the hell drinks salt water? Oh my god. No, okay, I'm telling you, she is weird. She's a little weirdo. She was speaking in tongues this morning. No, it was tongues. It wasn't Spanish, okay? Like, eso no habla español or something like that. But, like, it genuinely sounded like dolphin and, like, alien noises. No. But, okay, hear me out. What if she's in that, like, holy death cult? The one on the news? I mean, she's with... Yeah, I can find out. Yeah. I'm going now, fine.
Good morning, Ruby.
Hi.
How are you? Do you want coffee?
Oh my god, I would love coffee. That's so good.
Yeah, no, I got it from my home.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
I was actually, do you think you could help me today, like maybe with Adobe Photoshop?
Yeah, sure. Do you have to do it for a class?
Yeah, well, it's for like my graphic design class, and I'm so struggling with it. It's just like really stressing me out.
Okay, sure. Just let me get my... Let me explain.